bit here. Oh, actually, I didn't. We didn't actually do a sound test, so let's do that real quick.
Oh yeah.
So connected to the world of Nintendo, even Link knows
Sounds
where to
good to me.
find us. Infendo
We're
Radio
good?
is on now.
Yep, and good music choice.
Yeah.
It's that restored soundtrack or whatever that came out. Did you guys hear about that?
Fancy. Yeah.
All right, start and let's go.
So connected to the world of Nintendo, even Link knows where to find us. Infendo Radio is on now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio episode, I don't even know, just kidding, I know, it's 581. We made such a big deal out of the last one, we had to know what it was. This is Infendo Radio. I am Lucas. I am hosting as of about 4 shows ago. You will get used to it, I promise, or you'll stop listening, one or the other. I am joined by 2 out of 3 of my favorite people in the universe. One of those people has been hosting the show for a good 15 or 20 years. That person is Eugene. Eugene, how are you doing?
Yeah, I started hosting Infendo Radio right after puberty. It was a great experience. It's taught me a whole lot. I'm doing great. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a week though. I feel really tired, but I'm amped up for this show as always. I had some espresso beforehand. I made sure of it.
I was telling Steve this before the show started. I was at work at 10:30 on a Monday, and I was like, well, at least it's Tuesday. That's how the entire week has been. Speaking of Steve, he's the other person who's here. Steve, how are you?
I could not be better. I am very excited for some stuff that's happened this week. So here we go.
Fantastic. Justin is technically here, but we cast an invisibility spell and a mute spell on him, so it's like he's not even here this week. We assume that'll change next week, but we'll let you guys know. In the meantime, I guess we're gonna just jump right into this thing and talk about news, right? So do we wanna take a quick break and do that, or what's the plan here, guys? What are we doing? All right, let's do that. We'll be right back.
I'm like, I don't know. You're driving, sir.
So
You got the
So
keys.
when we come back, we need to do the Patreon stuff.
So I was
We're back, by the way. Hi, Stream.
Hi,
Stream.
everybody.
We're back. I'm less confused. We're gonna be fine. Don't worry.
Oh shit! I pushed a button. What did I do? Fuck.
I want to go with the
We're
Forest
back.
of
We're still
Illusion.
confused.
I want to go
Oh,
with the
no.
Forest of
Oh, no.
Illusion because it's fitting. But
Very
let's-
confusing.
Let's see
I
how
figured it
that
out. We're
plays
good. I
with
have the list.
Steve.
Oh my god.
Opening sound, Steve talking
We're gonna
about
save
Are
this
you a member of our
episode.
Discord
Lucas?
yet? You should be, because that's where you
Good.
ask your questions for the question
Yeah.
block segment.
Is your
now.
original
Get
audio
there
on?
through
I
Infendo.com.
just turned it on right now because I just realized it was
Okay.
off. Okay, cool.
Thank you,
Let's
Slippy.
go.
Then let me make a note that we are back. And off we go.
Are you a member of our Discord yet? You should be, because that's where you ask your questions for the question block segment now. Get there through Infendo.com.
We are back. We know exactly what we're doing every minute of every day. And the first thing we're doing is thanking our fantastic, beautiful, amazing producers and executive producers that make this show possible. We have a Steve with us tonight, so he's going to be able to tell us who those people are, because without him, we're clueless. Steve, who are we thanking tonight?
We would like to thank our producer, Minus64, and our 2 executive producers, DJ and the Brianosaurus. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, DJ. And thank you, Minus.
And actually, that is the perfect segue for a little announcement that we have. We have had this Patreon up and running since we started doing a live show, which is 3 years. So it's been a while. But we are ready to move on to more focus on the show and less focus on kind of the behind the scenes stuff. So this is going to be our last month hosting a Patreon account. The show is not going anywhere. We will be here as usual, but we want to do a little thank you. We want to thank all of you, honestly, for being as amazing as you are. We want to especially thank the people who have been or want to be our producers and our executive producers, because they really do make the show for us. They've been a big help over the years. Steve was running through at the beginning of the show, the lifetime amount that some of these people have put in to helping us do this show. Yeah, it's mind-blowing. We thank you guys every episode, but we really mean it. We really are thankful for you guys. So as a little kind of going away present bonus, we're going to be doing kind of a gold version of the Mario logo Infendo shirt that we produced a while back when we had a merch shop, and we're going to be sending those to anybody who's a producer or an executive producer by the end of the month when our Patreon shuts down.
Yeah, so that is Monday, February 28th.
Yeah, so if you decide that you want to get in on that, you want to have a little bit of Infendo merch, like a one-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, go ahead and sign up for that now. Be a part of the last month with us. To everybody who's been a patron up until now, we love you guys. We appreciate you. And 100%. We're looking forward to bringing you a lot more shows in the future.
Sunday, February 28th.
Sunday, February 28th. With that said, we are going to go back to our usual content, which is news. And I know we've got a lot of it. And I know one person in particular who's really excited to talk about news. So I'm going to let Steve break it off here. Yeah. Steve, what have you got for us?
So I've got 2 things. Now, this show will probably air on Saturday morning. We're recording on Thursday the 11th, so keep that in mind. There is a Milcery event going on by the time you hear this. In Pokemon Sword and Shield, they're going to be doing Milceries. They're going to have all the candies available in those raids. So if you're missing some candies, you can get those in abundance. I've still got 20 left over from last February when I was in Albuquerque doing it, sitting in Eugene's computer room with him, collecting those things. Remember that?
Eating calzones or whatever you got at the
I was doing it then too, actually. So yeah, I will be hitting this hard. This time, Shiny Milcery is going to be making an appearance at a more common rate. I think it's Lucas 1 in 100 is generally the rates on these events.
You put me on the spot, and I have no idea.
I'm almost positive it's 1 in 100, so we'll just go with that. If I'm wrong, sue me. Steve at infendo.com. But yeah, and then there are 2 candies that are exclusive to these events. So, or you can also get them in the second DLC. So now's a good time to collect those 2. So I'm going to be playing Pokemon again, starting tonight.
I hate that because I really just want to keep playing Animal Crossing, but now I need a Shiny Milcery because Alchemy is the best, right?
I need 7 to complete my collection, so this is going to be a long weekend.
Steve's a little obsessed. We all know
You have no idea. So in other Steven news, Minecraft Dungeons Twitter made an announcement the other day, February 8th to be exact, it doesn't matter. The next DLC has been announced. It comes out on February 24th, and it is called Flames of the Nether. And allow me to pull up my Discord, which I thought I had pulled up. But basically, this is the next expansion. And it is going to bring the Nether to Minecraft Dungeons, which is fantastic. We know we're getting an aquatic update to Minecraft Dungeons coming up. We know we're getting the End, and the Nether were the 3. So the Nether is next. But this isn't just about the Flames of the Nether DLC. They're doing a bunch of free content, and I want to read this because it's kind of cool. They say, we don't just have paid DLC coming out, we also have what might be the most ambitious free update in Minecraft Dungeons history. This update includes a major new feature called Ancient Hunts, which are procedurally generated endgame missions that weave in and out of the Nether. Surviving these hunts and beating ancient mobs within is the only way to get top-tier gilded gear. There's also a chance you'll get gold, a new currency, and that the newly arrived piglin merchant at your camp will find very interesting. So there's going to be gear exclusive to that. The DLC itself, it's going to take you through familiar biomes in the Nether that we haven't seen yet in dungeons. New weapons, new artifacts, new gears we were expected. It's also going to include 2 new skins that you can use for your player. It's going to have a baby ghast pet, so you can have a baby ghast flying behind you. And I think they said something about a new cape as well, if I recall right. So that's going to be fun. And I can't remember if I said it, but that comes out February 24th.
Very nice.
Very nice.
4 days before our Patreon shuts down forever.
Woot.
I actually have something else that I want to talk about for the news, but before I do that, I guess I will mention that that Pokemon Go Kanto event is coming up, right, Eugene?
Oh, yeah.
That's coming up very soon. Do we, what's the day of that? What day is it?
I'll look it up while you talk.
I know what day it is because I wrote an article on Infendo.com that you should go read. It's February 20th, next Saturday.
There you go.
So that's going to be a huge event. If you guys haven't been paying attention, it's like a $14 entry fee. Like it's a big old, like super, it's a game within itself. And when you start off, you have to choose between the red version or the blue or actually I guess the green version of the game. Yeah. And they come with different shiny Pokemon that you can catch. So like the red version I know has Ponyta. The red version has Oddish, which is one that I really want. They both have all the starters. They both have Pikachu. They both have Eevee. But then like one version has Coughing, one version has Ekans, that kind of stuff. That article that I mentioned on Infendo.com actually lists out like all of the different Pokemon that you can get in each version. So go check that out if, shameless plug, if you want to, know what you're getting into. But I'm excited. I think that's going to be
I have a special request for all of our friends,
yeah,
Eugene and Eugene's wife, that are going to be playing this and Lucas.
Yeah.
I already know what he's going to ask because we just talked about this on Hyper.
No, we didn't. We won't talk about that till Monday.
You don't want a blue Ditto and a Great Ball?
No. What I want, it's one of my bucket list Pokemon, is to have a blue Ditto in a Great Ball.
I just said that.
No, you didn't.
That's literally what he just said.
We didn't talk about that till Monday. No, we didn't talk about that till Monday. No, it's fine.
Am I in a paradox here? Like, what is happening?
I think Steve is implying that Hyper Voice comes out on Monday, so there's no way we could have discussed this on Monday.
Okay. I almost had an aneurysm in my brain.
When you spend as much time around him as I do, you start to pick up on these things.
Got it.
So somebody please get the boy a shiny Ditto.
If anybody finds one, I don't know how, but I will make it worth your while.
Get a shiny Ditto.
Hit me up in Discord.
Also, if you're level 40, and this kind of pisses me off, you can get a shiny Mew at the end of the event. That's going to be a thing. I'm not level 40, so I can't
Eugene
do that.
and Eugene's wife are getting shiny Mews at the end of the event.
So Eugene's wife is. Probably not Eugene, knowing his luck. But
I'm level 40.
Yeah, but you know how this goes.
Those shinies usually... Okay, now you're going to make me mad if I get, like, the shiny Ditto and it, like, runs away from me somehow. Don't you dare put that on me, boy.
Eugene, Lucas is messing with you. If you hang out with him as much as I do, you tend to pick up on these things.
Oh, boy. I you too tonight. Boy, oh, boy.
Another thing that I've picked up from Steve is my love of Crash Bandicoot. And guess what? This week, we found out that Crash Bandicoot 4 is coming to Switch, which is something I was not expecting. And it's coming to Switch very, very, very soon. In fact, it's coming to... Yes?
Go ahead, finish.
It's coming to Switch on March 12th, so that's a thing. And
it's not a full price game, it's only $40.
Yeah, it's $40. So I'm really excited because I really want this game. So that's a thing.
Crash or Smash.
Yep, that's a thing.
Nice.
I hate myself, but
but
hey, aren't we due for a Smash announcement soon?
Don't you dare.
Right around March?
Could be. I just hope that if they give us Crash, they give us a Coco skin.
If they give us Crash, though, it's going to be that Crash.
Eugene, do you have any news that you want to share before we break into the games you've been playing?
In fact, I do. I was wondering if either of you were going to bring this news to the table because it's kind of more rumory than news. So there's been rumors floating around for a hot minute now that Ocarina of Time is going to be coming to the Switch with like an HD remaster, things like that. It looks like there's again, it's rumor, right? So like, who knows if this is going to come true or not. But I want it. I'll tell you that much right now. I think that what happened was that there was like an Australian posting for Ocarina of Time on the Switch. So that's kind of where this all started from. And yeah, we'll kind of see where it comes.
Take my money.
What comes from it? I want it. I definitely want it.
Please.
So more recently, Nintendo actually, I think this also came out of an Australian trademark or something like that. They Phantom Hourglass was registered again.
That's a weird second trademark.
So yeah, so that there's rumors now that Nintendo is going to be releasing that alongside
maybe like DS games.
Yeah,
but how does one close their Switch to solve that puzzle? Can you break it in half?
Stay tuned.
Switch Pro confirmed.
Oh, I'm already way ahead of you on that. So.
Ooh, Steve, I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna involve the Joy-Cons in some way where you undock. Oh no, but then you got the Switch Lite where you can't take the Joy-Cons off.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nintendo, have fun. Maybe it'll be a 3DS. Watch it be a 3DS port. Watch that.
How did they do it on the Wii U?
Good question.
I think there was like a button you could press to like put it to sleep or something that did the same thing. Well, anyway, that's cool. I want all that. That would be fun.
Give it to me. That's all I got though.
Since you're already talking, why don't you tell us about the games you've been playing?
Yeah, good. Because I don't have a whole lot. You guys may have noticed I haven't turned on my Switch in a while. That's because I've just been deep diving into the same game, this Jedi Outcast game. I like it a lot. I think I may have mentioned last week though that I put the difficulty level back down because I was getting to a point of frustration.
Yeah.
I do not regret my choice. I feel like I am just like so overpowered because I'm like doing all this really cool stuff and I'm like just killing everybody in sight type of thing. I actually like that. It's almost like I put a cheat code on, you know?
Well, you're a Jedi. You should feel overpowered. You should feel, yeah, I get that.
And I get that the point of this game is to make it hard. It's like supposed to be like Dark Souls, right? Because like, instead of having like a campfire, you sit down on these little circles to meditate, and then that like regens all of the or respawns all of the enemies and stuff like that. So very Dark Souls-esque. But I don't want Dark Souls in this. I'm here for the story on this one,
Well, that's just it,
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm really liking that game though. I am gonna see it through. I definitely want to beat it before the end of the month because who knows if it'll still be on Game Pass in March.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'll have to do that. But that's really it. I have that one. I have a lot of other Game Pass games downloaded. I have a lot of other Switch games downloaded, but nothing has gotten my attention except for this Pokemon Go thing over here and the Jedi Outcast. I do want to talk about Pokemon Go though, because I did not get a blue milk tank, and I'm very mad about it. I am very mad about it. I guess that's a good segue to you then, probably, because do you want to talk about your Pokemon? Because the only thing I want to say, thank you Niantic for the awesome Rosalina weekend. Roselia. I got so many of them. Yeah, I know I pronounced the Pokemon wrong. Whatever.
I forgot to play.
Oh, you did? I got like 100 shinies, man. Like, it was great.
Forgot to play, but I've already got 2, so it's not like a huge deal. But like, yeah, no, I totally forgot to play. Like, it was Saturday at like 4:50, and I was out for a walk, and I was like, oh, that's today, and I caught like 4, and none of them were shiny, and I was like, oh well.
Sure. Like the first or second one I caught was shiny. I was so lucky that day. I was luckier than Heather for once, so that felt good. That's it.
I'd like to tell you a story. Just sit right there. I'll tell you the story of how I caught a shiny milk tank. I was sitting down. When was that? That wasn't yesterday, was it?
It was. I think it's one spotlight hour. Was that Tuesday? Is that Tuesdays? I think it's
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So 2 days ago.
So I was laying down in my bed on a Tuesday afternoon, 6 p.m. Work had just let out. I was getting ready for a 3.5 Path of Exile session with my friend Corey. And the servers were down, so we had to wait a little bit. We were sitting around, shared a couple videos. We watched that woman who gorilla glued her hair. We watched that video, and then I remembered.
I must look this up.
Well, I checked out Pokemon Go, and I was like, oh, it must be Miltank time because there's all these Miltanks. I popped in and since I'm catching a couple. I'm like, well, there's no way I'm gonna get a shiny, right? And I got a shiny, so I'm super happy. I caught it in a great ball because I'm like Steve. I named it Berry because it looks like a blueberry, and now I have my best cow.
So you mentioned that already, Steve, and now you mentioned this now, Lucas, about what's the significance of the great ball?
So I did this to Steve actually back in the last game.
You are an evil bastard. I hate you.
As of a few games ago, you can see the ball that the Pokemon comes in.
Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald is where this hell begins.
And so one thing that I like to do it for fun. Steve likes to do it for stress. I like to when I catch a Pokemon, like a cool Pokemon, I like to put it in a ball that kind of matches, right? So if I catch a Pikachu, there's like the ball with the lightning bolt, and I like to catch it in like a lightning bolt.
Or if you've got a shiny Applin, it's green, so you're gonna catch
so you put it in like a friend ball because
yeah.
it looks like a green apple, that kind of thing. So it's just like a little added, like, oh, look at this, I caught it in this cool ball. You know, some people like to put them in safari balls or in the bug catching tournament balls because those are really rare, you know. But so like when I was playing Pokemon Go, I was like, well, I want to catch my Miltank in a blue ball because she's blue, you know, and that just seems
and
fitting.
Shiny Ditto is also blue,
so that's why he wants
great
it
ball.
Great ball. Yeah, I did this.
So
a lure ball would be really cool, but that's going to be next to impossible.
Well, you can't do that in Pokemon Go anyway, so
no, you have to do it in Pokemon Sword.
Yeah,
and I Shiny Ditto there is
I
hard.
did this because I was the one who was like, hey, look, Steve, I caught this thing in a ball. And he's like, oh, I like that.
For instance, Eugene, you would have an Umbreon in a Moon Ball because he's the Moon Pokemon, or you know.
Oh boy,
I have one of those.
That's our obsession. That's why we have 650 hours. In
what ball would you? Okay. Ooh, this is a great game. This is a great game for your hyper voice.
Let's do it.
What Pokemon do you? What ball would you put this Pokemon in? Okay. What ball would you put an Arceus in?
An Arceus? Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably honestly Master Ball because he's like the god Pokemon. But
well,
you could do a luxury. You could do a luxury ball because it's like black with like gold gilding.
Or you do the Premier Ball because he's white.
White, yeah.
But I do like the luxury ball because it's got.
Yeah, Eugene, we could just make this a game.
It really is. It's great.
Do another one. Do another one.
Oh my god, we gotta.
Okay. What Pokemon does a shiny Jigglypuff get? Green eyes.
Lucas,
that would be a friend ball.
What color is that?
Friend ball because it's got green eyes.
Got the green eyes.
Ooh, Lucas, don't you have a shiny Meryl in a friend ball, or is that just?
I do have a shiny Meryl in a friend ball. You gave me the friend ball to catch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So yeah, that's our obsession. So yeah, Pokemon Go. I've been playing that. Steve and I actually did a battle just before this show, and I'm not going to tell you how that battle ends. And if you want to find out how that battle ends, you can listen to our sister podcast, Hyper Voice, where we battle live on the air. So go check that out, even though it doesn't come out till Monday, and we definitely haven't done it yet. And the only other game that I've been playing at all is Animal Crossing. And guys, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Like
me and Minecraft levels of Animal Crossing.
Like when I'm bored, when I got nothing going on, or when I'm just sitting around and doing other stuff, like it goes on in the background. I moved in Peanut today. I scanned her amiibo 3 times. I'm working on Hazel next.
What is Peanut? What species?
Peanut is that little pink squirrel from the comic I sent you the other day.
Oh, okay. Yes.
The little meme squirrel. Hazel is also a squirrel. She's the one with the unibrow that like half the internet bullies.
Oh yeah, you
because
told me that you bought like 20 squirrel amiibos, so this makes
well,
sense.
Well, 2, but yes, so that's good. So yeah,
you know, hyperbole.
So I've got those. I've got those ready to go. I've had an Anka amiibo, so I'm thinking of scanning her in next, because I've got her like layout all set up, and then I want to let it go. because then I've got like 5 villagers that I'm like okay with, and like 5 that I've like moved in from Amiibo that I'm in love with, and I need to get one of the ones that I'm okay with to move so I can hunt for ones that don't have Amiibos, because there's like a particular one, Renee, that I want, who's a horse who's based off Rihanna, and I want her in my town. But you can't Amiibo scan her. She doesn't have an Amiibo. So I've got to actually like go out to the islands and hunt her down. So I'm waiting for one of my villagers to be like, hey, I want to move, so I can kick them out.
Can't you like expedite that by doing certain things?
So there's this like rumor that if you bully your villagers, if you hit them, if you make them angry, if you throw them in holes and stuff, they'll leave. As far as I'm aware, none of that is legit. I've never experienced a difference with that. Back in New Leaf, I used to have a thing. I don't know if it worked or not, but I had heard somewhere that if you speak to them one time to introduce yourself and then you never speak to them again, it expedites the process. And that kind of sort of worked for me back in that game. But in this one, honestly, I just kind of like run around and like anytime they talk to me, I'm excited because they talk to you so little in this game. That it's like, it's like anytime they have anything to say, yeah, it's like, oh, goody, you're going to tell me that I'm wearing makeup even though I'm not. Like, yeah. But that's Animal Crossing. I'm very proud of how my island is coming out. I really wish I had like friends who played this game so I could show it to somebody. I posted a couple of pictures on my Twitter last week, but I think once it's all done, I'll do like a little video tour or something just so people can get an idea of what I've been building, because I think it's coming out pretty good.
The pictures you've been sending me look real awesome. Like I don't have that
happy.
kind of time.
I'm happy with it. You know, it's a
very well done.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And that's it, guys. It's like all I've been doing. So, Steve.
So that's actually a good transition. I'm going to give a shameless plug here. Yeah. You can. I've been building in Minecraft. If you want to help Lucas, he needs money in his island
and in real life.
Right. You can send him money there too.
We canceled the Patreon.
But seriously, if you want to help Lucas out on his island, head over to my Discord at linktr.ee/Gentis. Hit him up in there, and he'll let you into his island, and you can give him money, and don't just send it to the void, because we've had that happen, unfortunately.
That would be delightful. Yeah, unfortunately, one of our listeners and friends, Hellhound, sent apparently, quote unquote, as much money as you can send in a letter to me, but he sent it to my old account from, so that's gone money. And that money would have really helped, because I'm scrambling for money right now. I need 228,000 bells to build this bridge, and I can't get it.
So yeah.
Fair.
So help him out, please.
I'm so sorry, Hellhound. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he doesn't care. He thought it was funny, actually. Okay, so what has I been playing? So last time I was on the show,
there's a weird spider-looking thing above you, and I want to start with Minecraft. Is that the thing that you fight in the dungeon?
Yes, he will be in the DLC.
45 right now.
That is called a Blaze. He is a fiery piece of crap. They are evil, they are mean, and when you get them in your nether railway, it is a horrible thing.
Are you playing Pokemon, Steve? What kind of Pokemon is that yeller one there? Is that a bird type Pokemon?
It's definitely a flying type. It is immune to all ground type moves. Oh, God. That being said, I actually have been playing Minecraft Dungeons. Last time I was on the show, I was hunting for a harp crossbow with multi-shot. I found a harp crossbow. It did not have multi-shot. I did like 4 more levels, and I finally found my harp crossbow with multi-shot. So I got my bow. I had my fighter's bindings already, and Hellhound, who's just going to keep coming up in this show, got me a piece of armor, which enhances my fighter's bindings, which they're basically... God, I don't even know how to describe it. They're fit, like they're gloves that you put on, like gauntlets, and they make you punch. But they give you the turbo punches. I know there's an anime somewhere that does the turbo punches, and I can't think of it. But
talking like JoJo's.
We talking about like E Honda turbo punch?
Yes, like E Honda turbo punches, except for their punches and not really slaps like his were.
Okay.
So I got that. After I got that stuff, I finally finished playing through the DLC, because I had only ever played Jungle Awakens. So I made it through Creeping Winter and Howling Peaks, and I'm now complete on all the DLC. And a couple days after that, happened, they announced Flames of the Nether, so I'm good. Now I've got something to look forward to at the end of the month. I also saw that Cyber Shadow, the new Yacht Club game, was not as expensive as I originally thought. And I also found $4 of credit in my eShop account and $3 worth of gold coins in my eShop account. So I
Dang,
went
it's
ahead
like
and bought
finding
Cyber
coins in your
Shadow.
cushion. That's good.
Right? That was like $7 off. So I bought Cyber Shadow for $13. Haven't booted it up yet. Yeah,
Sounds like
right.
me.
Now we're at 42% of my games that I've never booted up. Captain Toad. I started playing Captain Toad finally. Now, I've
Okay.
never played Captain Toad. I've watched my wife, so there's, I think, 3 chapters that are in the main game. I've watched my wife play the first chapter on the Wii U, and then she got to the second chapter and stopped playing. Well, then she bought it on Switch.
That's a good sign.
Right? She bought it on Switch, beat the first chapter again, and now she's working her way through the second chapter again. I started playing, the first chapter, got a couple levels in with her watching over the shoulder, and she was telling me what a horrible Captain Toad player I am. So I'm like, fine, boot up your file. Let's see how you do. So she boots up her file, and she had this running puzzle that she had to do with the little boosty block things. And so she couldn't do it, so I had to beat that for her. And I said, well, who's the crappy player now, huh? That's what you do when you're married.
Find somebody who looks at you the way Steve's wife looks at him when he's playing Captain Toad.
With disgust. So I have been playing Captain Toad. I am enjoying it. I did scan the amiibo to get to the Odyssey levels faster. Holy crap, those levels are hard. Those levels are hard. It took both of us working together to figure one of those levels out.
So you were looking at her in disgust.
No, she was looking at me at disgust again because she's like, hey, dumbass, go down. It's right there. Oh, I didn't see the part where I could go down.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Right? So, and then we realized there is a 2-player mode on this version. Not like a girlfriend mode like the other one has, but an actual 2-player, like 2 people are walking around on the same map mode.
Right.
So we decided to try that. I thought it was going to be horrible.
It's
good,
not.
Huh? It's good.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a big feature of the Switch version, right?
Yeah, and we completely forgot about it.
Have you ever played Snipperclips?
No, but I need to.
It's good.
I would pay to watch a stream of you and your wife playing Snipperclips together.
That is a game
Awesome.
that there will definitely be some looks of disgust
I
going
would
on.
watch that.
Awesome. So she won't be on video on a stream, but I will definitely stream the footage and us yelling at each other. Because I guarantee you we'll be signing divorce papers by the end of level 4.
I would watch that.
We could actually set that up pretty easily.
Well,
Dang it.
Sounds like we got a plan.
Infendo plays Snipperclips Divorce Edition.
God.
So Captain Toad. As Lucas brought up earlier, we did do a Pokemon Sword battle tonight. It was awesome. I'm happy with it. Here's your teaser. I used Alolan Sandshrew Sandslash for the first time. I like Alolan Sandslash. He's a fun little Pokemon. So,
I really want to talk about it, but I don't want to spoil
Nope.
it.
I was gonna ask a question about it, but I know that you don't want me to ask.
I really don't want to spoil anything.
Let's see. Let me just see if there's anything else I've played recently. I don't think there is. I almost booted up Hollow Knight the other night. There's some streamers I've been watching that are playing that, and I have it. I've never played it, but it looks awesome. So I'll probably be starting that soon. I've also been in the mood to finally start beating Mutant Mud's Super Challenge, so I may have that coming down the pipe too.
Fair enough.
And that is, I think, everything.
All right. Well, why don't we pivot to the question block then, if we even have any questions to be asked of us?
We didn't when I checked last. Do you have Discord handy, Eugene?
I do, and we don't.
All right, then I guess that's it.
Uh-huh.
We love you. Hey, we didn't get our plugs in, so just go to infendo.com if you want to know about me. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm good. And
Yep,
Steve already
and-
told you can go to his link tree.
Yep,
I heard
and
that already,
actually-
so I was like, you know what? Steve did it. Steve did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do mine.
Yeah, Lucas killed it when he said it last week. I'm like, why have I not been saying it that way? I'd also like to mention that if you want an easier way to find us without having to remember all this stuff, just look in the show notes. Eugene
That's
has it
true.
all there
Well,
because
that
he's
is
an
true.
awesome person.
I think I put your link tree in there too, didn't I?
You did. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah, you actually modified it a few months ago for us.
Oh yeah, I asked
Make it
about
burn.
that. We shouldn't be talking about this on the show
So-
though.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Also-
wondering why this is happening.
One more thing I do want to put out there. Follow Infendo Justin on Twitter.
Oh yes, please
and
do.
show him some love. He could really use some positive energy right now. So
Definitely.
give him some love.
Yeah. And with that, kind of a short show tonight, guys, but kind of a long week. So I guess it kind of balances out. We'll be back next week. 582. Gonna be a good one. We promise. We'll get our act together. But in the meantime, have a wonderful week, guys. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Have a wonderful festival if you're playing Animal Crossing. And yeah, see you guys next week.
Get me a shiny ditto, please, in a great ball.
Bye bye.
Adios.
Peace.